Uh, I didn't have my headphones on. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I'm honestly really happy with how the show's coming out so far. Um, I mean, there's some small personal gripes I have with it, with my own technical ability, but other than that, I'm actually pretty satisfied with it for the most part. Um, Anything that I've really sat here and been like, has been again more technical. Wait for more people to get in, then I'm gonna start. I've heard that a lot. Like a lot of people say our stuff looks even better than like Saban or Hasbro, which I personally don't agree, but they've got budget, a lot of budget. Full steam indeed. You can't never go full steam. If you ain't going full steam and running trains every day, man, you just what are you even doing with your life, you know? What are you even doing? Hello, Christopher. Hello, Milky. Hello, Charles. Mm, yeah, we'll do it this way. Is it really time? No, it's time to get railed. I feel like that'd be like the greatest Morgan Freeman quote ever. You get busy railing, or you die getting railed. Give it like another minute, and then I'm gonna start going and editing this sucker. This that is not what I meant to do. Forgive me. Forgive me. I have sinned. I'm like Tomas, but worse because I sinned against humanity. Actually impressive. Looks exactly like the style you would expect, and it's perfect. Are you talking about like our when you say the costumes? Are you talking about like our like the wardrobe that we picked out, like the out of Sentai suit stuff? If so, thank you. I was actually really happy with what we did with this. There was maybe like I'd say there was like one decision I probably shouldn't have made, but makes it twice as funny because everybody hated it so much, and it was actually the shirt that Zach wears, the Green Ranger. He just he hates it so much, and everybody hated it so much, but for some reason it just I find it funnier, and I shouldn't, but yet here we are. Great example, actually. It's this black overshirt that he's wearing right here, and he just yeah, his poor Zach hates that shirt. The green shirt we had no problem. He's just like, why am I wearing this piece of crap? Because I was like, because if anybody doesn't know how to dress themselves, I'm sorry, it's Gus. Do we have a name for the fourth episode yet? Okay, so I'm actually kicking a few around. Let me read them off to you guys. Let me see if I can find them. Um, Because you know what, I would love for chat to help me like pick out the next episode name. Okay, so I got a couple ideas. The first one is Imagination Lost, because it's the penultimate episode. The Emperor emerges. I thought a final stop, but I'm like, should I save that for episode 5? Because I had a couple other ideas for episode 5. Or my personal favorite one, we're tired of implying that they're Nazis. That was an actual, that was an actual thing that I wrote down. And I pitched it to my producer, and he's just like, yeah. Because we've made so many we've made so many NZ jokes in this show, and a lot of people still aren't catching on to the fact that they're literally supposed to be NZs, and I don't know how they like we've directly said it, and somehow people are just like, no, that's got to be an allegory, or that's got to be like, like it just when you get mad at somebody and you're just like, oh, you're an NZ, it's like, no, no, they are quite literally part of the space NZ party. They are from interdimensional space Germany, and they have to, and they have to team up with interdimensional space Japan and interdimensional space Italy to take over interdimensional space Poland. And I don't know how anybody hasn't, how so few people have noticed the World War II jokes in episode 3 and just the sheer amount that we made. And I feel especially bad for Ellie, who played Madame Noir's face actor, because she came in no idea what was going on. And I just told her to read these lines. And she just didn't question it, just went for it. I'm just like, that's. Thank you for not pointing out how stupid I actually am for this. That last one is amazing. Save last off for episode 5. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I almost want to do something more, a little bit more uplifting for episode 5. I don't know, Final Stop. It's a good title, but it's not as it doesn't feel grandiose. You know what I mean? Final Stop feels like that feels like it could be a penultimate name, like a second to last episode name. Just make that the alternate title. I mean, I could just put in little brackets. We're tired of hiding at the Nazis. What kind of Zoids they have? You mean Zords? Oh, they're trains. They're literally trains. And they fly around on the rainbow. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of leaning on Imagination Lost. Too distracted by the penis. We were all too distracted by that dick. Hopefully, there's a new Zord in this episode. I mean, if you saw the thumbnail, that actually says a lot. Um, because so that yeah, it's we're finally using it. I couldn't find a good spot to use this one until here, which sucks because I actually kind of dig this Megazord, which I hate the fact that I don't own it. The only two Tokuger mechs that I own are Tokuo and Buildeo. Um, but I don't own Dieselo. I don't own the Rainbow Hyperesha. Interdimensional space anywhere, huh? Nice thinking. I've got a good one. Interdimensional space Mexico. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's ripe for illegal alien jokes. So I don't think I would use that. Oh no, I don't think I'd use that one purely because I wouldn't be able to hold myself back from making those kinds of dark jokes. They have to fight interdimensional space Texas. Usually the final episode a cliffhanger and continue. People would love that. Oh god, I should. It sucks that we're already doing that in the future season. There actually is a season that we're planning on doing that exact thing where we're just gonna straight up leave it off at a cliffhanger. And I think people, the way that I have it structured, I genuinely think people are gonna love it. And it's not gonna be Beast Hunters. I can tell you that right now. Beast Hunters. So Beast Hunters is actually gonna be structured more like Gem Paladins, where it's not an origin, it's not an ending. We're going straight dab in the middle, and focusing on one story, but we're just making it 3 episodes instead of one this time because it worked well last time, and that's kind of one thing I was like kind of excited to do with these seasons is the fact that we got to play with the story structure, like with Gem Paladins. It's that episode, it's that season where it's a season where like if you're watching a Saturday morning cartoon, you could just like pop in and see it and watch it, um, you know, like you're watching the show for the first time. With Rail Riders, we took an entire season and crunched it down into 5 episodes. Bear in mind, Beast Hunters was originally supposed to be second. Rail Riders was supposed to be third. So the original plan is we were going to like up the amount of episodes, and so we were basically going to go Gem Paladins. Beast Hunters was kind of going to do the same thing, just a little bit longer. Then we were going to do Rail Riders, and then that's when we decided we're going to do more episodes. So that's the whole reason why Beast Hunters is actually going to be shorter, because we already had our story planned out when we decided to flip them. So how many episodes of what? Rail Riders or Beast Hunters? Because Rail Riders is supposed to be 5 episodes, and Beast Hunters is only going to be 3. Kids love your adaptation. Keep up your hard work. Oh man, it makes me feel weird that the kids are enjoying this stuff. Which, oh man, I thought parents would have learned by now. Don't let your kids watch this season. Gem Paladins is fine. Beast Hunters is fine. Rail Riders we intentionally made to be as least kid friendly as possible. So is there only going to be 5 episodes? Only 5 episodes. There's only 5 episodes of Rail Riders, and then we're done. We're out. We're gone. And then we're on to Beast Hunters. Sad Gramps isn't here. Oh wait, Gramps! No, he's right there. Calling it the Train Yard Megazord. I almost thought about calling it. At first, I thought about calling it the Graveyard Megazord, like the Train Graveyard Megazord or something like that. And I was like, it's a little bit long. I thought Train Yard Megazord. Yeah, yeah, that fits. I like that because it looks like just a bunch of like scrap trains or like decommissioned trains that were put together as a Megazord. Which, I mean, that was kind of the premise in Tokyo when they got Diesel-O, was he was an out of commission mech. Imagination is the essence of discovery. See, you could have said that was Winston Churchill, and I would have honestly believed you. Because I don't play Overwatch. We love dark humor. Good, because there's gonna be. Oh god, it's gonna get a lot worse. Oh god. Okay, so episode 4 is gonna be a lot more serious. There's still gonna be some jokes, but episode 4 is gonna be like, this is where shit's gonna hit the fan, and there's not gonna be a lot of laughs. Um, and then episode 5 is where we kind of go back to basic. Is we kind of like go back to how we work. 'Cause the idea is like, it starts out really stupid and goofy, and it stays really stupid and goofy for the second episode, and then we start delving more into serious dramatic stuff with episode 3, and then episode 4 is when that really takes over, and then episode 5 is no, we're going back to what we know, because you got to have that one episode where shit just hits the fan, and that's episode 4. Let's just respect how adorable Faye is. Oh, Jenna's wonderful. She is a wonderful human being. Faye gives off that innocent but can kill you vibe. No, 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 no. Faye gives off that innocent when you look at me one time, the next time you look at me, I will kill you. Not that I can kill you, that I will kill you. I'll block the Megazord scene again. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys right now. Yeah, episode 4 is going to get the worst in terms of the YouTube copyright. It's going to get worse than literally any episode we've done up to this point. Even worse than Gem Paladins. I know because I've already tested it. But the main reason I was like, no, I'm keeping these scenes is because story-wise, this is exactly what I want to do with this show. And I was willing to be like, you know what, I'm just going to... Hell, I don't even think half this episode is going to make it through, honestly, because this... You see down here, this long stretch, this is all Sentai footage. That's all Sentai footage. I think this episode is really just... I think this little block right here is not Sentai footage. This is all just fight scenes. And then like the very end is not can't show that yet. Yeah, then the very end is gotta give some things away here, sorry. If you're still working on Beast Hunters, we are still working on Beast Hunters. Yeah, we still got a ways to go. We had to take a bit of a break for a few reasons. Do we have the morph sentence for it yet? Yes, we do. We haven't shot it yet, but we know exactly what we're gonna do for it. At least in terms of the out-of-suit bits, we're still thinking about like what we want to do for the in-suit, because this is the first season where we're gonna have suits. We're not gonna have our helmets, but the fact that we just have our suits is huge. And opens up like this massive door of possibilities for us to make completely original, or at least like mostly original what's what I'm looking for, morph sequences, unlike the last 2 seasons where we kind of had to get around it somehow. This season we've got a lot more liberty because we have suits. What was my opinion on the 2017 Power Rangers movie? It is. I think it was my number 1 movie of 2017. I adored that movie. Kills me inside that it never got a sequel. I know exactly why I didn't get a sequel, and it's the dumbest reason ever. And it was a combination of things, but there was one major thing that really got it, which was I don't know if you guys realize this, but that movie went up against Beauty and the Beast its opening weekend. And Beauty and the Beast made like every dollar in the U.S. Treasury. So, yeah, that movie didn't stand a chance. Everybody went to see Beauty and the Beast. Nobody was looking at Power Rangers. No matter how good Power Rangers turned out, it was never gonna beat it. It was never even gonna stand a candle to it. I would have loved to see it continue. I would have loved to see it continue. Alas. It's also one of those things like I almost wish they had just not made it. It's one of those things like if you're not gonna continue with it, just don't do it at all. Wonder when episode 4 is coming out. I'm figuring that out myself. There's still a lot I got to do, and I wasn't able to do anything for like a month because I don't know if you guys saw some of my posts. My birthday came through. My grandma died. Um, I started a new job. My car took a shit. Just all kinds of things happened, just like back to back to back to back, and it severely prevented me from uh, getting things put out. Like honestly, this is the first time I've really like sat down and touched my computer in probably over a month. So yeah. Have I seen Moonshine? I've seen the first couple episodes and I really like it. I love Red. I think Red is he's a fun Ty is a phenomenal Red from the couple episodes that I've seen. He is. He is the Red that we've been needing for a hot minute. You know, the one that wasn't a freaking goofball. As much as I love Gita and all them, I just needed something more. If that makes sense. What's going on here? Um, Slay Yard Megazord. What do you think about cigarettes? Oh, they're disgusting. Don't smoke, kids. Smoking's the worst thing you could possibly do for your health for multiple reasons. It is. There is no good reason to start smoking. There's no good reason to start. Have I seen Project Zodiac? I have seen Project Zodiac. A couple of my buddies are attached to it. Like Jamari Odom, Beauty Baba Yaga are both attached to it. Jamari is actually the Black Ranger in it. He's a good buddy of mine. Suits? Yes, suits. Full suits. Yeah, Beast Hunters is going to have full suits minus helmets. Um, that was just a budget thing for the helmets. But yeah, past that, uh, yeah, all the suits are pretty much good to go. The last thing we gotta do is finish the buckles. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Buckles. Like my suit's totally done. Um, Green suit's totally done. We just gotta get everyone else's suit. No, that's a lie. I still gotta get uh, I think I gotta get like 2 more pairs of gloves. Past that, yeah, we're done. Up to the budget. No, just was been slowly working on getting them in the background for a hot minute. So it was a very slow and steady process. And then thankfully we had Kit, who plays our Blue Ranger. She is a professional cosplayer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen her. She goes by Kitsukama Cosplay on Instagram and whatnot. Very, 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 very talented woman. She also played Scythia in Gempout, and she made that Scythe mask. So she came in and really helped us out. Are we keeping Instincts Awakened? Yes, we are. We are keeping Instincts Awakened for Beast Hunters. Sorry about your grandma. Thanks, man. Yeah, no, it's it sucks, and I've been helping my mom especially through a lot of it. Because this is her first time really losing a parent. Because my grandpa was never really around. I think my mom said she's only ever met my grandpa maybe like 2 times in her whole life. I've never met him. I'm pretty sure he's dead now. But he just like vanished when she was a little kid, or like when she was like a baby. So yeah, I never met him. So I'm kind of helping my mom through her losing a parent for the first time because I lost my dad last year. It's actually coming up on his 1 year anniversary. thinking about it. Um, 27 is one of my favorite adaptations. So sad people hated the CGI and how I I honestly I don't understand why people didn't like it. I think it's because it didn't get enough screen time. It didn't People didn't really get enough time to really like look at it and enjoy it for what it was. They're all just like a lot of people looked at the season. A lot of people looked at the 2017 movie as being kind of a soulless remake when it really wasn't. It was, if there was ever a good example of Power Rangers pivoting off and becoming kind of its own thing, that was a really good example. It needed more boots on the ground in terms of Ranger fighting, because like it was 2 hours of Power Rangers with no Power Rangers. It was pretty much the same thing as the Turbo movie or the '95 movie. Honestly, it's probably worse in terms of, yeah, no, it's significantly worse. I mentioned season 4 on your Patreon, but did you see it? But I didn't see it clearly because I can't afford it. Do you know when you'll reveal season 4 yet? Most likely at Power Morphicon is when we're gonna talk about season 4. Um, I think it's pretty easy to guess what season 4 is gonna be at this point. I think most people have pretty much figured it out, even if you can't see it on Patreon. Which you if you haven't support if you aren't on a Patreon, go ahead and if you just donate like $1, you're gonna find out what season 4 is gonna be a lot earlier. Um, but mo- but most likely it's gonna be Power Morphicon. Um, because Beast Hunters has taken so long to do things with. We were originally the original plan was we were going to release episode 5 of Beast Hunt of Rail Riders, what was supposed to be next month. Obviously that didn't happen. Because here we are in May and we haven't even released episode 4 yet. So I'm really thinking about holding episode 5 until Power Morphicon and releasing that episode at Power Morphicon along with the reveal for season 4, as opposed to the theme song for Beast Hunters, because we haven't even started that yet, because that was the original plan. And any origin story for Rail, what do you mean any origin story for Rail Riders? I'm a little bit confused about that question, because there's an episode 1 if that's what you're talking about. Hello, interdimensional space Netherlands. We are the interdimensional space Dutch. All right, let's get swinging on this. I probably shouldn't have that over. I should probably take that off the screen, because otherwise you guys are going to see a lot of things you shouldn't be seeing. How do they get their power? It's in episode 1. If you watch episode 1, you'll know the answer to that question. Oh, there we go. My headphones dead? What's going on? I'm stupid, that's what it is. Let's see, my main thing right now is figuring out if I can... I want to know if I can delete this scene, just outright delete it. And see what happens. So let's do... I'm going to save this as a new project. So I want to know if I can take this out and it'll still make relative sense. So I think the main thing I gotta find here is just like a shot of like crows attacking the city. I feel like if I can find that, I can. Let's see here. And I'm really curious to know. Yeah, that's got to get edited down. So I can add down just a little more there too. Snip that, bring that up here, slide that over just a little bitty bit. Not that much. Play that just a little more. Oh, what happened there? Oh, there's a small misalignment right there. There's a couple things here I'm kind of debating how I want to handle this. I'm thinking I might go that route, honestly. Yeah, because I could totally. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, there's not really a lot of reason I couldn't do that, honestly. Just gotta make sure these are colored so I can get them over to the right people. Alright, let's. If I were to. Wondering if I have footage of that kind of shot. Because I don't. What episode did I pull from here again? Was it? I see it, I'll know it. Don't turn the cry shadow. Wasn't that one? I think it was this episode. Yeah, it was. I flip that, I could probably pull that off. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to see what happens. I'm gonna take this shot, I'm gonna flip it around, I'm gonna see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'm gonna cut all that out. I probably should have done that. We're gonna scoot that down. We're gonna bring this in so I can figure out how to cut it. Bring that over. Okay, and I can cut out this bit with the Rangers, the Tokyoers rather. What if these shots line up with each other? Not really. There needs to be a break in there. Okay, there it is. Sometimes you'll get weird little fragments just kind of chilling in there. I feel like I need to... And by that I can do that. Man, I really feel like I should. No. No, actually, that's perfect. Now how much more Sentai footage can I use? I would love to use this shot, but I don't think I could get it to blend. Because it's a freaking tracking shot. Interdimensional space, Russia. Will Beast Hunters have an origin story? Beast Hunters will not have an origin story, actually. Let's see here. I'm thinking. You know what? Let's give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. Because if I can pull off something, that'd be. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to pull something off with this. If I can do it. No. No, I don't think I could pull it off. You know what? Let's try it. No one ever said I couldn't try. No one ever said I couldn't try. 'Cause I like to try things that might hurt my feelings. Only catch is if I do that, gonna have to flip it. So I'm curious, what did everyone think of episode 3? Were we feeling it? Were we hating it? Don't ever want to come back? Okay, let's see here. Let's go to my effects panel. Here it. Huh. That's clearly not what I wanted because I'm stupid. Yeah, first episode we ever had to do that where we did not have to put the full thing on YouTube on our website. I was actually pretty happy with that. I was kind of sitting here waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, cause I kept testing it, and I was like, something's something's gonna go wrong. I can just feel it in my bones. I don't know what yet, but something's gonna go wrong. I wonder if I whip hand it. Oh, you know what? I could try something like that. I don't know how to do a digital whip hand though. It's my only thing. How to do a whip hand in Premiere. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna figure this out on stream. We're gonna figure out a new trick together. Oh, that's why they're not. Hashtag Greta for Purple Ranger. I want to see that trending on Twitter by night's end. Hashtag Greta for purple. Okay, just had something up. Where did it go? I had to a pen. Okay. Okay, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna copy and paste what I'm hearing off of this. The fuck did he say? The fuck did he say about my mom? Said shift center 2. Okay. What the hell did he do? No, okay, I'm stupid. That was for blurriness and shift center 2. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, something doesn't feel right here. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on. What am I doing wrong? Why does it keep doing that? Oh, what the fuck? The fuck? Me? Okay, I gotta be doing something fucking. I gotta be doing something fucking wrong here. Because it keeps leaving this massive gap. I'm like, that's not right. Was is right? Is that supposed to be right? Hmm. This is still really strange. Oh, I have our chat here in a second. It appears there's been more people talking. Do you still reach out to the Rangers both season 1 and 2? Oh, constantly. Derek from Paladins and Gene from Paladins I talk to pretty constantly. Armand I talk to pretty constantly. Um, yeah, Barbaro I see like every weekend because he's our stunt. He's one of our choreographers on Beast Hunters. Autumn I still talk to. She's just really busy, so I don't hear from her as much. Mur I still talk to pretty regularly because they're on Beast Hunters. Ryan I talk to like all the time. Michelle I talk to all the time. Um, Jen is pretty busy. I don't hear from her very much. Um, Zach, I talked to everyone. Zach, I talked to every little bit. But yeah, I'm still friends with everybody. I still talk to everybody. Um, Actually, for when we come out to whatchamacallit, when we come out to Power Morphicon, Kit, I think it's Kit, Autumn, and second. Yeah, Kit, Autumn, possibly Ryan are coming with us, possibly Mur. Um, so for those of you who decide to show up to Power Morphicon to see us, you'll get to meet me, you'll get to meet Todd, you'll get to meet Kit, you'll get to meet Autumn, so you'll get to meet the Blue Beast. I know Mark's going already. Um, yeah, so you'll get to meet like half the Beast Hunters cast. Me, Mark, Kit are all gonna be there. Mur might be there, so you if they're there, then you'll get to meet half the Paladins cast. Me, Autumn, and Kit, me, Autumn, and Mur. Um, Autumn's gonna be there, so you'll get to meet at least somebody from the Rail Riders cast. Not a ranger, but a villain. Um, and then who else is supposed to be there with us? Yeah, that's pretty much everybody. I tried talking Armand and Barbara into going, but they were not available. Um, and like I said, Ryan Blue from Rail Riders, he might or might not be able to go. He works a pretty big. He has a pretty busy work schedule, and he's got kids. So him taking off the week with us might not be a good idea for him. So yeah, for those of you who make it out to Power Morphcon, I really hope to get to meet you guys and talk to you guys and hang out with y'all. I've been loving the Power Rangers, Jump Paladins, Rail Riders, Best Beast Hunters, and hey, by the way, how are you doing with your hospital issues? Oh, the hospital issues were. Are you talking about like from a few months ago when I had vertigo? That I haven't. Yeah, I'm completely better. Thankfully, I've had no lingering signs of it. I was still really freaking weird because I was completely debilitated for like 3 or 4 days continuous. I couldn't walk because it was like getting off a really intense roller coaster every second. Even if I laid down, like I was constantly throwing up. It was really bad. If you're talking about recently, that wasn't me. That was my grandmother, and she unfortunately finally kicked it. We were kind of waiting for it though. It was one of those things where like she she was old, um, and then she was really old. We were kind of She was really sick, um, and she went into the hospital. I think it was like a couple days before my birthday, and we really thought she was gonna die. And somehow she didn't. She managed to pull through. Even the doctors pretty much looked at us and said, "Yeah, yeah, this is probably gonna happen. Where it's gonna look like she's gonna bounce back, and it could last for any period of time. It usually only lasts for anywhere between a few hours to a day to a couple days, and then they just go." Which is exactly what happened. They called it resurgence, like end of life resurgence. And she ended up making it an extra. I think it was like almost 2 weeks. She ended up dying on her birthday, which was ironically Cinco de Mayo. So yeah, she died. So her birth, at least her dates will be really easy to remember. But no, it really sucks. I'm personally just sick of watching people die, man. So I used to work at the hospital for um I worked at the hospital like during COVID for a couple years there until I just got burnt out and I left healthcare altogether. I couldn't do it anymore because my I watched a good friend of mine who was my manager suddenly pass away, and I just said, I don't want to do healthcare anymore. I can't do this. Watched a lot of other people die. Yeah, it was really bad. Um, I was a husk of a human being for a long time because of that. Well, there's my trauma done for the day. But yeah, yeah. So she's gone now, and we're still trying to figure all that out. So yeah. Um, how does it feel to be 30? Sucks. I don't wanna. Do you think the Rangers will defeat the Shadow Line? You never know, man. You gotta watch. You gotta watch the whole show to find out. I'll put it to you this way: um, not everyone's gonna make it out, and I'm not talking about like, you know, oh look at that, one of the monsters of the week died. No, there's we got two really big character deaths that are gonna pop up in episode 5. No, one's in 4 actually. There's gonna be one pretty big character death in episode 4, and then there's gonna be another big one in episode 5. So I'm kind of excited for that. I hope you all can make it to Greenfield Power Morphicon Greenfield, South Carolina. I didn't know it was a Power Morphicon in Greenville, South Carolina. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Is there really? Is there really? Because I'd love to go to South Carolina. I've never been. South Carolina, South Carolina. Huh. Let's type in Power Rangers Convention, South Carolina. I'm very curious. What con are you talking about? Because I'm looking it up right now. I don't see. I don't see one. I don't see a Power Morphicon down there. I mean, hey, if you guys want us at cons, request us. We'll go wherever. We don't care. We like traveling and meeting people. Um, I know we're gonna be at Ishokon again this year. We're gonna be at Yomicon again this year. Power Morphicon. We're gonna be at Go Go Ranger Station again. We wanted to go to Colossal Con, and then that just kind of never happened. That sucked. I really wanted to go to Colossal Con. That's in like 2 weeks. But yeah, yeah, link me this con you're talking about in South Carolina. I would love. Yeah, if you guys want us at cons, request us. We will show up. If we have the ability to show up, we will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm assuming it's got to go probably the same direction. Oh, I see what he's going for here. Oh, and then I had some Gaussian blur and. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. Now this effect's starting to click in my brain. feel like to make this work though, I gotta cut this down some. Hmm. Two, three, four, five. Make it 7. Okay, now this effect's starting to make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just gonna move these over 1 frame. Probably it's gonna have to move these over by 1 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 frames actually. Okay, let's try this now. Said make 1 full rotation, which would be right there. And then it wants me to go to the next one. And then it wants this also to be 1 full rotation. It's going to the right. Oh my god, hold on. That might actually. Holy shit, that might actually work. Holy fuck, this guy's a mad lad. A mad lad. There's a rest in peace to your grandma. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, she was very loved. She'll be missed. Um, that's one thing I kind of regret is because like I grew up on the other side of the country. Because like right now I live in Michigan. I've lived in Michigan since like the end of high school. So I've been here for a little while. Like I was born here, but then I moved away when I was like, I think I was like 5 years old when I moved. And I moved to the Seattle area, which is when people ask me where I'm from. Like I never tell them I'm from Michigan. I never say like I'm from Detroit. I say I'm from Seattle because that was like where I, for all intents and purposes, grew up. Those are like my formative years. Um, because like I barely remember Michigan like at all. From when I was younger. Because again, I was like 5 years old when we moved. Um, and then yeah, so I grew up on the West Coast, so I was kind of separated from my family pretty much my entire life up until I was almost an adult. Um, so like I had only gotten the chance to see my dad one time in like the span of almost 10 years. I hadn't seen my extended family, so like my aunts, my grandmas, I hadn't seen any of them since since I was 5 years old, and then when we moved here to back to Michigan, um, walking in, it was basically like looking at strangers, and it was awkward to say the least. Love him to death, sincerely love him to death. It was just it's an odd experience if you ever have lived somewhere, moved away, and then came back. Um, or like having family that you're not super familiar with, but it's pretty much your entire extended family. Um, I've been watching Tokyo on my phone during this airplane trip. Where are you at so far? Are you enjoying Tokyo? What episode you on? Because I adore Tokyo. It's one of my favorite episodes. Mission Spanish dub of Gem Paladins. I wanted to ask, would you watch a Spanish dub of despite the language difference? I mean, yeah, I'd watch it just for curiosity's sake. Personally, I love when people take our stuff and like, tweak it, mess with it, do stuff like that. Straight up like copying and pasting, it's one thing. That's a good way to get on my bad side is just straight up stealing our content. Um, that's like the only time I'm ever gonna sit here and get pissed off. Past that, yeah, no, call this like a blanket permission. Yeah, if you guys want to do like redubbings of stuff, um, I give y'all full permission to for like re-edits, redubbings, whatever you guys ever want to do. Does not matter to me. The only time I will ever say no to something is is if you are straight up copying and pasting, just straight up ripping our stuff off, or like just straight up like like just plucking stuff off our channel and re-uploading it. Then I'm gonna get pissed. Past that, no. Literally anything else, fair game. Don't care. Don't even ask for permission. Just go for it. I'm fully curious to see it. Um, just landed in Georgia, but heading to Michigan. Oh, we're in Michigan because I'm in What is your Tokuger character? What? Yeah, we're in Michigan. I heading to because I'm like literally just outside Detroit. Like I'm not even 5 minutes from the Detroit border. um, on the west side, so that probably kind of narrows down where I live by a lot. Um, yeah, saying like who's my favorite Tokuger character? If in that case, I gotta I for some reason, and to this day I don't understand why myself, I really love Yellow. I don't know why I like Mio so much. Um, her and Akira. So the Orange Ranger is absolutely phenomenal. Blue's pretty solid. Green's all right. Pink's all right. I personally think people have said it, and looking back at it, who's our favorite Tokuji character? Yellow or orange? Mio or Akira? I'm surprised I remember their names off the top of my head. A lot of people have said like, yeah, we really did Red justice by making the changes we did to him. And looking back at him, like, yeah, I'm super happy with what we ended up doing with Marcus. In terms of personality and our mind, I stand by was the perfect person to play him. Nobody else could have pulled off what I wanted in Marcus. Um, Swear to God, it's doing more than one rotation. Two, three, four, five. Swear to God, it's doing more than one rotation. There's that. It's like it's cutting short. It's weird. Yeah, then if I can just hide that with some Gaussian blur. Okay, now I think I see what this guy's going for now. I forgot that I was listening to a tutorial earlier. Okay, play this. No, I think this one needs like 300 personally. That's just me. Oh, no, that did not fucking work. Oh god, no, that looks like shit. Oh god, what happened? Oh, stupidity. That's what happened. Stupidity is what happened. Maybe I can't knock it back to 200. God, it's not hiding. Maybe I gotta crossfade it a little bit. Cross dissolve. Yeah, that'll help. I just add that on. God, it's just, that line right there, that harsh line is so fucking visible. Maybe it's because... Fuck, I don't know, dude. Alright. I'll play around with that later. You know, I think I am actually gonna do the smart thing here and let you guys see kind of what's going on, because I've been kind of just rambling like a fucking asshole this whole time. Yeah, the transitions is not working. Like, there's something there. There's something there. I just need to think. I'm missing something. I gotta be. I feel like some of my keyframes got deleted. Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Is that why my shit's fucky? I think it is, actually. We're gonna kill that for a second. Existing keyframes. Yeah, sure. Delete them keyframes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like this needs to be shorter. So we're gonna go with 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, add a keyframe. Okay, just setting up blurriness, just sitting right here. What is that? Oh. So if I'm right in the middle, I'll find the next one for the gauche. Oh, off the bat, that looks better. Oh, off the bat, that looks fucking better. I think I understand where I messed up now. Okay. Okay. How's this transition looking? Is this noticeable? Hmm. I think if I make this just a little bit snappier with the Gaussian blur, if I just do that. Oh, maybe not. I think that actually messed with it too much. What happens if I went the other way? Curiosity. Yeah, that kind of worked actually. Does that look a little better? Especially for such a quick little thing. If I had just like a small cross dissolve in there, just like a super, super small little one. Oh, yeah, there we go. If I had a Star Clash, I have not. Did I hear the Insectalords? I did listen to Insectalords. I wasn't a big fan. Um, I don't know. It just I I like metal. It just it felt like a little. It felt a little bit too much to me personally. I don't know. It felt like it went too hard, or like it went too heavy without needing to. But I respect him for trying something different. Cool. All right, let's try doing. So basically, I want to do what I just did, but in reverse, and see what happens. Yeah, I think trying to use the offset was, I think, probably the thing that was killing it, honestly. I'm thinking about, yeah, let's add just a little bit more back into here. Yeah, God, that feels that feels way too quick. It's still feeling too quick. Okay, so let's try doing the same effect. So I mostly just used cross dissolve and Gaussian blur there. So I think I gotta. So let's try fast blur. I'm curious to see what this does. No, I'm gonna stick with Gaussian blur. And probably start easing back into it like right here maybe. And then pop this in back at, what did I have before? Was it like 300? Then we gotta make another one to help ease it out. Okay. What did I have here that was making it work? Just like, how do I add the keyframe in there to help ease that out? Okay, I know where I went wrong. I know exactly where I went wrong. I gotta do it in the motion, like while it's moving around. It's not. It's not selling that motion to me. Okay, hold on, we're getting somewhere. So yeah, here's where I think I need the here's where I think I might need that offset tool to come into play. Like right. Yeah, Not giving the blur enough time. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I feel like if I were to go like right here and shift it over, go in the opposite direction. Okay, what the hell? Didn't even do anything. Actually, no. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna redo that. We're gonna make it a keyframe. And now we're gonna reset this keyframe. We're gonna hide that inside the blur. Okay, so I can get that. It's just not quite doing it for me. Let's go 80. Are we gonna? Honestly, if it's possible, I'd love to see your take on Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger. I know it won't happen, but love to see it. Well, fun fact, that's where this whole project started, was Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger. So the plan has always been to eventually get back to doing that season. That's going to be our last one ever if we... May space this out just a little bit more. Space that out just a little bit. No, that did not work. That did not work how I wanted it to. Oh, that could probably be part of why I'm not liking this very much, is because I went the opposite. I went the wrong direction on that. That could actually explain a lot. feel like I'm going the wrong direction. Yeah, yeah, that's. I don't know. I don't catch this shit sooner. I think that's might be what I want. Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Now I just gotta hide that a little better. Yeah. So my main problem is I can't get that to. Let's see here. Just gotta get that to blur a little better. It's mostly the speed of blur that's doing me good here. Yeah, I think it's a speed blur. It's actually doing a lot of the heavy lifting right now. You know what I could do is I could kick it off just a little. Get that blur to just like a couple seconds after. This is purely curiosity. I just want to see what happens. Not really doing anything for it. Okay, let's go back to dissolve. Let's go to non-additive dissolve. Okay, hold on. Still just that little, still that little bitty line right there. It's fucking chewing up my dick here. Trying to think of how I can get rid of it. It's that line right there. I'm thinking if maybe I do. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe it's just going just a little bit too fast. Maybe that's my problem. Add the glow right there. Okay. Okay, fucks with it. And they do the roll call, and then I can go over to this chunk. It's this bit that I'm a little bit worried about right here. Oh yeah, you know what I could do instead? Yeah, it's a little transition right here. I need something right there. I thought I originally had Sentai footage for, and then I found out I don't. You know, I've gone for like 2 hours now. I think that's a good place I can take a break. So, thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate y'all. Love y'all. All that good stuff. I'm going to sign off for the night, and I will keep working on this. It'll probably either later tonight or tomorrow after I get some sleep. So yeah, you guys are awesome. And let me know what you want to see in episode 4. Have a good night. Stream isn't ending, is it? It's so awkward.